Yo, what's up guys, it's Retals, and today I am back with the last regional recap, open qualifier recap, whatever you want to call it, of 2024. A little bittersweet. We've got some wins. I pulled up the game 4 against Energy in round 1 that we won, and the game 5 against M80 in round 3, I think, that we won. Because we, gotta get some wins flowing, gotta get some wins in the video. But on a more serious note, yes, we failed to qualify to make the major, which means we don't make Worlds. We end as the 5th seed in NA, and only top 4 goes to Worlds. Kind of sucks. It sucks when you put it like that, to be honest. It wasn't as close as that sounds, because we were really bad this split. The results were really bad this split, and, who knows what would happen with 5 major spots or whatever there could have been like last year. But but is my replay lagging? Maybe I don't know. But yeah, we failed to qualify for major. We failed to qualify for Worlds. This was the last tournament that you will see this Luminosity roster play in the year 2024 for RLCS. Which sucks. This replay is 100% lagging. That's so strange. Why? I hope it's not that bad. But, yeah, it sucks. You can blame format. You can do whatever you want. At the end of the day, we just weren't good enough for this year. This year does kind of suck. It's crazy that everyone in NA but 4 teams are done. It's May 27th, and we're done for the year. Which blows, But can't, not much we could have done other than perform better, and we needed to do that. Major 1 or split 1 was very good. We were 3rd in NA, played OG at LAN, beat them. We're pretty solidly in 3rd, and this split was just not what we needed. I will say, I think after Copenhagen and after our first couple weeks of practice, I think we got a little complacent just because it felt really easy. I'll be as honest as I can with you guys. It was very easy. Our scrims were dominant. Weren't really struggling with anyone that wasn't G2 or Gen G. We were playing SSG really well. We were playing OG really well. We were playing everyone really well. So I think that led into Regional 1 with a bit of complacency. After we went 9th, 11th in Regional 1, we were like, all right, we gotta step this up, and Regional 2 just sucked, After Regional 1, we brought in a site coach as well. I don't know if I've talked about that on here, but we brought in a team of 2, actually. And, we tried. For Regional 3, we flew to Tampa. I actually just got home. Shout out Moist, by the way. Boy, I'm rambling. But Moist let us use their office for free. They didn't charge us anything. I can't really begin to think, like, why they would do it, other than they're just super sick people. There was actually nothing in it for them. I messaged multiple orgs, multiple with steep price points. Moist was like, no, you guys can just come use it. So, shout out to Moist forever. That org is sick. Like, I'll never forget that. That's crazy. But end of the event. Round 1, we had NRG. I'm showing game 4 on the stream right now. We won 3-1. It's a team that we actually struggled against in scrims pretty heavily. I don't think we beat them in scrims more than once this entire year. This replay is bugging me out. I'm going to a different one. That's going to check me. I hope they aren't all like that. Yeah, they've been our scrim demons this year. First time we played them all year in season, and it was much easier than our scrims were. So I think we kind of saw some mental blocks with that team this year, but I'll take it. We got a 3-1 win over them. Round 2, we run into Space Station, which honestly, clear 3rd best team in NA. Well, I guess you can say OG now, but whatever you want to say. I think they're the 3rd best in NA. It's a team that has improved over the year. I remember we played them in split 1, lost in game 5 overtime. It was like, that team is not that good. That team is good. They've improved a lot. They've made me bite my tongue a little bit. I'm actually impressed. I'm really impressed with the Rocket League they're playing. I'm excited to see them at Major and Worlds, because I do think, I think a top 8 at one of those events is very possible for them. So I'm excited to see what they can do. We get swept by them in round 2. So now we run into this M80 team in round 3, which If you watched RLCS at all, you know kind of the stigma around this team. Super talented, can't really get it done. It's kind of what happened to them all year, and it's what continued to happen to them. Like all three of the players, but it just was a team that I think they started really slow in the first split, as in like couldn't win any of their quarterfinals, and progressively as the season got on, that got in their head more and more until it actually crippled them. That's my read. That's what it felt like playing against them. I could be completely wrong, but that's just how I felt from the outside. We beat them in game 5. By the way, we won this game like 10-3. We started scoring some insane goals in this game. We were just around, but it was fun. Round 4 in the 2-1, we find OG, which is a team that, you know, we kind of went back and forth with all year. They were kind of our rivals. You know, I think they ended up with... What was our record against them? I think they ended up 1 win positive on us. I think it was like 3-4, 2-3 or something like that. But we lose in game 5. It was a good series. They played well. We had some crucial mistakes that we couldn't make, but it is what it is. Round 5, we run into C9, which is a team we lost to last regional, team we've lost to, you know, multiple times. It's a very structurally strong team, and I respect those guys a ton. You know, their coach Didi is a good friend of Kev, our analyst, and their players are very bought in. I mean, you could tell playing against them. It's a very disciplined team. It's a very, you know, a lot of people may not agree with their style. It's very defensive. It's very, you know, people usually don't like taking on pressure because, you know, usually it's the team that gets pressure the most loses. But it's not the case with this Cloud9 team. And it's very rare that you find a team that is outside of the top 4 or 6 or whatever you want to say that is structurally strong. And this is one of the first. So I respect that Cloud9 team a lot. We end up winning 3-1, but if you look at the games, it's like 1-0, 2-1, 1-0. Like, it was very close. And look at this. We had back-to-back same kickoff goals. So, yeah, shout out to the Cloud9 boys. I hope that roster sticks because I do like what they're doing over there. So, we go 3-2. We, at this point of time, we need to get top 2 and need OG to lose the space station to clinch a tiebreaker for the Major and for Worlds. And in our quarterfinal is Shopify, and there's a space station. So, we're thinking, all right, we beat Shopify. We'll probably have to play Gen G next. We need them to lose space station. We are second match of the day. First is Dig G2, G2 slams. We play Shopify, and it's a team that we haven't played all season. We've scrimmed them. They scrim really well, but it's again, it's kind of like MAD. It's a team that never really put it together, and I will say they were stellar. They were really good this weekend. They went 3-0 in the Swiss. I think they beat Gen G and Space Station, so they had some quality results this regional. Ended up going to the final. But it's one that we felt like in the moment we could have had. We actually felt in the moment we were favorites, which might have been a little delusional thinking back, considering how bad we were this split. But the team was in good cahoots. We lose that 4-2, and that, you know, ends our major hopes and World's hopes. It sucks. After split 1, I kind of thought we were a lock. Not to say, you know, it wasn't going to be hard, but we were on an upward trend, and then it was down. And that, you know, it just happens. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, tell you 100% we're making a roster change or 100% we're not making a roster change, because I just don't know. It's not a conversation that's been had yet. It's not a thought I've had yet. It's a long off season, you know, and it's just not. I don't want to think about it. I want a vacation. I'm going to London, so if you guys are going to be in London, I'll be there. I'm going home for a bit. I'm going to be doing content full time, be back to daily uploads, but competitive is just out of my mind for the first time in a long time. The last like 4 off seasons, the last 4 years since I was 16, 17, after the end of every year, it's always a roster change. I've never actually had an off season. I finally have an off season. So, you know, you just never know. You never know. I love this group of guys. I think that it could work. That was almost insane. Wow. But you never know what the offseason holds. So we got a little break. You know, like I said, it's May 27th. London is in a month. Worlds is in 4, and we don't play in either of those. So we just got a break for a bit. I appreciate all the love, LG supporters. This is probably, you know, it's on paper probably my least successful season. maybe last year. I don't know. We finished 5th, which, you know, it feels worse than it really was, you know, being 1 spot off Worlds. But it is what it is. You just got to take it on the chin. I think this has been one of my better years individually, which is exciting for me. You know, since Season X, every year I felt like I've gotten worse until this year. You know, I've been working really hard individually, mechanics, you know, with the sports psychs. I've been working really hard on it, and it's finally feeling like I'm trending upwards instead of down, which has happened for the last, you know, 3 years. And it's kind of the stigma around older players, you know. The older you get, the worse you get. And it's kind of a stigma that I want to break, because I do feel like I'm improving mechanically. But long off season, you know, a lot of time to work, but first a little bit of time to relax. As that shot was almost insane by Cheese too. What is the scoreboard on this game? Cheese dropped 1,000. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's a little numb, I'll be honest. It just sucks. It sucks the way everything ended, but there's nothing you can do but, you know, kind of just deal with it. So it's content grind for a little bit. It's content grind. It's relaxed grind. I'll be streaming every day. I'll be posting on YouTube every day. We'll be back at it. But LG fans, it's been a crazy year. Shout out to all the guys at Luminosity. Shout out Alex. Shout out Delzak. Shout out Cruci. Shout out Corelli, Space, and Shank for doing our team stream. We had probably the best team stream out of all of them this year. Our team stream was insane. So shout out those guys. Of course, Cheese, Magic, Greg, Kev, Thunder, the team. It was a fun season. We worked really hard. Regardless of results, this is probably the hardest working team I've been on, and it was fun. Which kind of, it stings a little bit when it didn't work in the end, but I have no regrets about you know, working harder with this unit. We did it for most of it. Like I said, after Copenhagen we slacked a little bit, but this team worked hard. But yeah, no season's over. We've got a little bit of a break. I know I've said it a million times, but I don't know. It's a weird feeling not having, like, usually we have an off season and it's either an instant roster change or a season coming up in like 2 months, but I think we've got quite a bit of an off season coming up, so we will figure it out as the time comes. But guys, appreciate you. LG fans, love you. It was a fun season. Appreciate you guys for watching. I'll be back. I'm not retiring. I'll be back next year, so, you know, whether that be with Luminosity, whether that be with whoever, you know, it'll be fun. So appreciate you guys for watching. As always, it's all love. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.